We need to be patient. As long as we're on the right path, the results will come.
So like, it's like seed time and harvest time.
Yes, we just need to
seeds
continue
and then you
on the right
harvest.
path. But if we don't, if we discard continuity, maybe after some time we go back to what we are doing before, then we won't get the results.
I think that's it. I think it's time for us to also get your own opinion. Nigeria is 54. How would you describe Nigeria at 54? Sports. Just focus on sports. The last 54 years and look forward to the next 46 when we should be celebrating 100 years as of independence. We celebrated the centenary this year, so we're looking at 100 years of independence in the next 46 years. But give us your own opinion to the issue. What can we start to do differently? Seed time, harvest time, the quality of the seeds you sow will determine the quality of harvest that you get in the future. What should we be doing now so that by the time we're talking about Nigeria at 100 independence, we should be looking back and then have a lot more to celebrate than what we already are celebrating now that we are just 54. So please talk to us. Take advantage of the platforms showing on your screen, the feedback mechanism showing on your screen, Facebook and Twitter. Tweet us at those two handles, at channels_sports, at Twinbitoye. Let us know what you think about these issues, and we will, of course, read out your comments real time as we get them on Sports Tonight. All right, gentlemen, we just talked about what we need to do, and we talked about football. We should not focus too much on football, but let's update you. About this time yesterday on Sports Tonight, I was in Warri, Delta State, calling in Yemi Adebayo, Dumnadio Konta, where on this side I was calling in from Warri venue of the NFF elections. But today, we have a letter from FIFA, and look at it. Sepp Blatter describing the new NFF president, Amanju Pinnick, as his dear friend. That's the letter from FIFA. Thank God this letter is not the usual letter of threats. Do this, draw a roadmap, do elections. This is a letter of congratulations from Sepp Blatter to the new president of the Nigerian Football Federation, Amanju Pinnick. And that's what you are seeing on your screen. Zurich, October 1. The letter came in today, and I'm sure that maybe Channels is the first station where you're seeing it. Your election to the presidency of the Nigerian Football Federation, their president and their friend. That's Sepp Blatter, and you can see his signature appended to that letter of congratulations to Amanju Pinnick, who emerged yesterday as the new president of the Nigeria Football Federation. Onye, let me get your opinion very quickly. Yemi was asking me yesterday on the show, is that the end of the crisis? And I remember my answer. I don't think it's the end of the crisis, but I think it's the beginning of the end of the crisis. I don't know whether you agree with me.
Absolutely, Tony. I think Pinnick Amanju will do well to use this position that God has given him to reconcile all warring factions. You see, everything now depends on him, the man at the helm of affairs, to try to reconcile everybody, ensure that the warring parties are, given the sense of belonging, that it is not a no vanquish, no victor.
It's not a winner takes all.
So this is Nigerian football. It belongs to everybody, every Nigerian. So they need to come together and chart a way forward. Whether you were on their side or on the other side, we need to forge a common front. We need to develop Nigerian football, and it cannot develop in an atmosphere of rancor and war. We need peace, and I think for Amanju, what he should do, the first thing he should do is to make sure that there is peace. When there is peace, then every other thing will fall into place. So I think we're happy that at least now the leadership tussle is over. FIFA has congratulated Amanju, and we hope that everybody that was involved in the battle for the soul of Nigerian football, will reconsider their stance in the interest of the nation and make sure that they join ranks, forge ahead, work with the common front, and move Nigerian football forward.
But I don't know. Do you agree with Onye? Onye said everybody has resolved. I'm not exactly sure that everybody has resolved.
I didn't say anybody has resolved. I said it behoves on Amanju,
to resolve everybody together.
To bring everybody together.
Well, in as much as you want to say, we call the warring factions or the stakeholders.
But these are pictures from the elections. You can see delegates
voting. This
voting.
is a former board member.
Ekiti FA chairman. That's Ekiti FA chairman.
Yeah, so
these are delegate members. These are delegates. Well, voting yesterday.
Said it's smiling, showing that what we are seeing is not.
Some we are not smiling. Some we are smiling.
And the votes counted openly as well.
In football, especially when it has to do with people battling for the soul of the game itself, you can't resolve the crisis at much. Even FIFA is still battling with fallout of previous decisions and, of course, previous elections, pre-elections and everything. And so you can't do that.
And
as much as possible, try to minimize.
That's the new president.
Try to minimize actions.
That's the new president taking a bow. Sorry to cut you.
Taking a bow.
Taking a bow.
Taking a bow. Of course, accepting his position.
Victory.
Yes, accepting the victory.
A lot will rest on his shoulders.
Extending hand of fellowship to.
A lot will rest on his shoulders.
A lot. Like you mentioned. A lot.
The easiest thing could be winning this election. The more difficult job will be keeping the Nigerian football family together and then developing the game itself.
Yes, this kind of attitude, so that you know that it's no victor, no vanquish situation. It's a win-win arrangement, and so that at the end of the day, everybody is fair.
And that's another elected member,
first vice president, and of course some of the members, of course.
Chris Green comes back.
Come back. Somebody says he captain 9 lives from the South Zone, and
that's a special South greeting.
Yes, and of course former rep member and a former board member.
I like this one because that was the man and the man he beat. Congratulating him, which is
from the North Central Zone. Of course, we could see some of the delegates.
Kano FA chairman, Damburan from the north.
From the north,
also making his place into. And this is
the entire board. The 11 people elected, not the entire board.
11 people, yeah.
11 people elected.
Yeah, the other 4 from the leagues.
From the leagues. Actually, they are still pending because they have their tenure has not expired. So by the time we are done with that, so we have the full board
of 15 members.
But these are the 11 elected from yesterday's election.
All right. So those are the pictures from what happened yesterday. But let's sit back and listen to the first vice president, Seyi Akinwumi, who also is the chairman of the Lagos State Football Association. He read out the communique and he said a few things about this board and what they'll be doing in the days ahead. So let's sit back, listen to him. We'll come back for more on Sports Tonight.
After the second round of voting, I have the duty, the privilege and honor of announcing that Amanju Pinnick of Delta has won the election into the position of the president of the Nigerian Football Federation.
The General Assembly elected Amanju Melvin Pinnick as president of Nigeria Football Federation after a second round of voting. Pinnick polled 32 votes to 8 scored by Dominic Iofa and 4 by Taiwo Joseph Ogujobi in the second round. 2. The General Assembly elected Seyi Akinwumi as first Vice President of the Nigerian Football Federation with 30 votes to 8 by Shehu Adamu, Kaduna State, 4 by Emeka Eyama, and 2 by Mwazu Suleiman. 3. Ibrahim Musa Usong was elected unopposed as Chairman of Chairmen, which returns him as a member of NFF Executive Committee from the Northwest Zone. 4. Christopher Tam Abiye Green was elected from the South-South Zone, joining President Amanju Pinnick in the NFF Executive Committee from that zone. He polled 26 votes to 14 by Oswald Atwake. 5. Honorable Suleiman Yahaya Kwande and Alhaji Ahmed Yusuf, probably known as Fresh, were elected from the North Central Zone. Yahya Kwande polled 38 votes, while Fresh scored 34 votes, as against 11 for Bitrus Perora of Plateau State.
All right, so